Neely always comes up with the right song, doesn't he? 8:38 is your time. Back in 1988, she was the youngest member of the U.S. Olympic volleyball team. Now, nearly 30 years later, she's helping mentor the next generation of volleyball greats.
Keba Phipps is launching her own volleyball academy as a way to inspire young players and introduce kids to the sport she loves. Good Day Atlanta's Paul Milliken is live in Fairburn this morning. And Paul, this is a rare chance to train with a world-class athlete.
Can you believe it? I'm getting my own personal coach for the day, and not only is it a personal coach, it's an Olympian. Poor Keba Phipps had no idea what she was in for today. Are you ready for your greatest challenge ever?
I am. I always look forward to a challenge.
Well, she said, you're a beginner. I love beginners. I just said, all I want to do today is get this over a net. That's all I'm trying to do. Hey, let's talk about you for a minute. This is, first of all, such an honor to meet you and speak to you. Here's a photo from the 2004 Olympics. That was her second Olympic Games. Tell me about your career a little bit. How did you get started in volleyball, and where did it take you?
Well, I actually started playing volleyball at 12 years old, and I was already 6'3" at 12.
Wow.
I started playing. I loved the sport immediately. You know, there was no physical contact. You know, I got to stay on my side of the net, not a lot of running. I loved the sport, and from there, my career just basically took off. You know? I joined the junior Olympic team at 15 years old, and on to the senior national team at 17 years old.
Yeah, so you were in the Olympics at 17 years old. Then you played internationally. You were in Italy for many years.
15 years.
Came back again and played in the 04 Olympics. And now you're doing this. You've started this academy. What happened, and how did this happen?
The Keba Phipps Volleyball Academy is something that is so dear and passionate to my heart. We are a 501c3 organization, and I'm able to train young ladies that were exactly like myself. I was a young lady, very tall, of color, and very underprivileged. Meaning my family could not afford for me to play volleyball. And so this was an excellent opportunity for me to give back to the community and to give back to young ladies that were exactly like myself.
And what an opportunity for these young women. So let's talk about what you've got coming up. I know during spring break and over the summer camps, right?
Yes. We have our spring break camp that's going to be coming up April the 4th through the 7th. The girls will receive high-performance training for 8 hours a day with a lunch in between. And then we also have our summer camp that's going to be coming up in June. 1 month long. 1 month long. You get to train in all of the fundamentals, and it'll be the greatest experience ever. Nice.
All right. We've got a link on our website to her website for all the info you need. Now, I know you're going to have a lot of young people. Will you take a pudgy 30-something-year-old reporter as one of your elite players?
I absolutely will train you and teach you to become an elite player.
Well, let's show what we've learned so far. She was teaching me the serve. So go through the steps and show me how to do it again.
So we have left foot slightly forward. We have left arm lined up with the left leg. The right arm on top to make sure everything is perfectly in line. Okay. You're going to toss with your left hand. Catch with your right arm.
Catch with my right arm, and then I toss and then step.
Toss and step under the ball and slide your back foot forward.
Okay. Be a tough critic when I do this.
Okay, I will. So this is 1.
We will.
And 2 and 3.
Hold on. I didn't mean you. I meant her. You are not my coach. Okay, ready? Okay.
1, 2, and 3. Okay. A little bit higher toss. A little bit higher. Okay. And remember, fly birdie.
Toss was a little low. Maybe try fly birdie.
Okay, hold on. Now I got this time. Okay.
1, 2, and 3. There you go.
Very nice.
Right? That's very good.
The volleyball robot.
I have a future in volleyball. I think I have a future. So next hour, more with Keba Phipps. More volleyball moves. Maybe I'll play a game too. Stay tuned.
Hey, does Blaze have a step ladder or any of those boxes in the trunk or anything that might help with this segment?
I said, you know, I already have a low enough self-esteem when I walk into a room about my height, and then I walk in amongst 13-year-old girls who are twice my height, and it's something for me to get over, but I will.
We know you will. All right. Paul, thanks a lot.
Well, coming up tomorrow morning, we're going to be sending Paul on a trip 200 years in the past. He'll be hanging out at Fort Yargo State Park in Winder with a preview of this weekend's 18th century colonial market fair, where living historians will be reenacting what life was like in Georgia back in the 1790s.
8:43 is your time. And coming up on Good Day Atlanta, casting call. Young people in old cars are in the spotlight this week.
Let's go together. Plus, there are changes to the way casting directors want you to submit your information.